Hello my friends and welcome to episode 33. It's time for the next story mission. You know what's funny is some of the early story missions have actually been pretty dangerous simply because of me taking headshots, but I think we'll be fine. At least for now. Stay out of battles you can't win. Tell me what you mean. Do I have a choice? Haha, no. Of course I don't have a choice. There are no choices in this game. You must... Oh god, the interface has gone funny again. Let's get Salmonite out. We'll bring the archer. What it lacks in sustain, it makes up for in sheer volume of fire. And on a defensive engagement, you need to kill people quickly, not make your ammunition last. Need to get my hands on that double heatsink engine so I can get press the grasshopper back into service as well. Because some of the later story missions I am going to need a brawler. A proper brawler. Which the grasshopper is. Okay, this mission I think is actually going to be pretty easy. Thanks to BTR turrets, I think we're going to have an easy time. But we'll see, because, you know, BTR stock mechs are not to be taken lightly, so... But I think on balance it leans in our favour, but we'll see. Begin.
Command interface initiated.
Okay.
Good luck, Commander. The Taurians aren't going to make this easy. Protect our ships. Help them get our people home safe.
Okay. That Battlemaster's going to be a problem. But to be honest, most of what they've committed to the fight here is not that dangerous. Okay. These light turrets, I mean, they're slightly tougher, but they're not hugely tougher. But the light snipers might get some work done.
Good to go.
Oh, he's just out of range. I think I'm better off reserving. Oh, if he reserves with me, that's going to give the opportunity for the turrets to shoot at these guys before they move. Okay, he's sprinting down the street. Okay, that's a solid hit.
Awaiting orders.
Any shot. This bloody rock here is in the way. Any shot. Really? No shot from there? I don't know, man. That looks like a shot to me. But then I've noted in this mod that sometimes it lies about whether you have a shot or not. No, apparently I don't have a shot. Okay. Oh, nice! A headshot from the turret, that's funny. Okay, the Battlemaster is sprinting, that's fine.
What's up, Commander?
Alright, let's get to work.
Position confirmed.
The Battlemaster has made his move, so
I've got a
now I will
sense of luck.
strip him of his evasion. Cover this Jenner and missile vomit since it's not moved. Oof. That's a lot of damage. Oh, the sniper turret! Oh, I didn't quite get him. Close though.
I take no pleasure in this, Lady Arano, but we're under orders. You can end this by surrendering to Commodore Ostergaard. Until you do, your people will suffer for you.
Your people, so you admit then that they are her people. Get wrecked!
Enemy down.
It's turn 1 and I've already claimed a scalp.
Yes, Commander.
The fact that these guys
Moving
are
out.
packing so much more armor though. That's definitely trouble. I mean, this boy's probably got like 400 points more armor.
Confirmed.
Oh! It just took his head off!
Hope we can salvage that.
Oh man! Wow. Wow, that reduces the difficulty a fair bit. Oh man, that's amazing. I was genuinely concerned about how I was going to deal with an enemy with so much armor.
Concentrate all fire on those dropships. Take them out, or you'll have Ostergaard to answer to.
Okay. The enemy is still a little bit too far away. Go, Striker, go! Use your courage. Okay, they're still sprinting in. Okay.
Aye, aye.
50%.
Roger that.
Should we go for it? %. It's not bad.
Confirmed.
Oh, one hit. That's horrible. Okay, the Battlemaster's
Waiting for orders.
Moved off to the side for some reason.
Be there in a jiff.
Probably should have sensor locked this first, but anyway.
Pilot full complement on it.
I'm gonna hide behind a wall. Oh! I just found the ammo!
Nice hit.
Oof! You wanna hide behind a wall? I will just rain death on you.
Standing by. Move into position.
I'll have to ventilate somebody. Okay, missing all those PPC shots has not helped me here, but let's see if we can
Locking in. All weapons.
spice things up for this guy. Oh!
Hostile eliminated.
Oh, the ammo went. And with it, any dreams of him surviving. That was beautiful. Sadly, my Warhammer does not have a shot on anybody.
Full throttle.
Oh, the Battlemaster is actually in a position where the turret can hit him. Shepherd 1 has arrived.
Advance. For honor, for liberty, and for the Torian conquered it.
Ready for orders.
For honor,
Head now.
for liberty, for Patriot City.
Got a lock.
This guy is actually in a lot of trouble. Okay, the Enforcer has just run in. These guys are set to sprint until they have a shot on a fuel tank, and then they'll take it. They only stop sprinting if you shoot at them. The thing is, the loss of the Thunderbolt is huge. That's actually the biggest threat by miles, because it's very heavily armored, it's got decent short-range weapons. Generally speaking, it can get in range of the fuel tanks pretty quickly. Hey, buddy. You're not lying down on the job, are you?
All weapons committed.
Ejecting!
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Oh, nice shot from the striker there. That was actually a direct shot.
Receiving you. Engaging.
Oh, I missed. That's unfortunate.
That didn't hit.
A good smack there would have taken his evasion away. Wow, the strikers are harassing the hell out of that Firestar.
Commander?
Okay, apparently this is the only shot I have.
Move order confirmed.
50% even with precision strike. Let's try it
Copy
though.
that.
Okay, not bad. 3 hits. I'll take it. I wish you'd done that sooner. Ooh, nice. Come on, sniper turrets. Ah, it was the sniper turrets doing the sensor locking. Did he hit? Oof. 15 heat.
Send me a real mech warrior.
In this biome, that's not great. I'm really not concerned about Spider. Yeah, he doesn't have enough firepower to destroy that. These guys on the side are just kind of there for flavor, really. They just don't have the firepower to bring the fuel tanks down. This firepower Jenner does, though. To be fair, it's these two don't. They're just there for flavor. But these two could genuinely get this tank if they tried. Oh, nice hits from the striker. He's got a brace now. No, he didn't brace. Well, that's bad news for him.
Yeah? What can I do you for? Moving out.
This firepower generator is actually dangerous.
Sensors locked on.
Because it can do like 120 damage a turn pretty easily. Boom!
Target neutralized.
When those SRMs explode, man. When those SRMs explode, mwah, just right. This truly could have been a much harder fight. But we got lucky. I suppose it makes a nice change that I'm not the one losing a mech right at the beginning.
All weapons committed.
Ah, one hit.
Orders.
I'm aiming at the ones that are further away because I can. The turrets can go after these.
Let her rip.
The turrets can go after the
Standing
nearby
by.
enemies. And I guess the awesome. This is not really the ideal environment for a PPC boat, but anyway. Oof! Yeah, the turrets are now. I'm gonna end this guy's career. Alright. Our first transport is away. The first transport is away.
Watch my heat. I'm taking damage.
I gotta cool that mech off because I don't want an LRM. Concussive LRM explosions would be very, very bad.
Yes, Commander. No problem. I've got a sensor lock.
Okay. I fire? No. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, the fire starter took me out of the fight. It's not the biggest deal. That light shredder turret is a hair's breadth away from destroyed. Oh, there we go. Look, I have a shot. It's not a good shot, but I have a shot.
Engaging target.
Ah, failing a lot of 50%ers
No
today.
damage detected.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, well, I mean, as long as he's hiding behind there. There is
Okay,
A, nothing I
confirmed.
can do about him, and B, nothing that he can really do to me, so... Thanks to this guy standing still. Gonna make his life very difficult. Actually, I'm probably still better off to use at least some precision ammo.
Acknowledge.
Oh!
Solid connection on that one.
The ammo went, and with the ammo going up, he decided that discretion was the better part of valor. Oh! Oh man, these concussive ammunition explosions are just hilarious.
Commander?
That's the problem when you use full cans of ammunition for light mechs. Okay, I guess we're going to take a cooldown turn. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh. The sniper turret got some work done there. Shepard 3 has arrived. You know, you only have to rescue 2 dropships, so I could just be like, right, contract fulfilled, we're off. But yeah, this is over. This was over when that Thunderbolt died. They just can't afford to lose such a critical unit. It's gonna be great salvage.
Something I can do.
Yes,
Move
I
order
need you
received.
to sensor lock this guy so that my buddies can drop missiles on him.
I'm gonna make some swing.
Also, probably don't want to be on the receiving end of that PPC++. Time to die.
All weapons committed.
Was it overkill?
Warning. Heat critical. Shutting down.
Was that overkill? Okay, well the strikers can now bombard that guy. The actual glow from being overheated is just hilarious. I mean, look at this. If you were in that mech, you'd be cooked alive. There is no way that you could get a mech to molten hot like that and protect the
Waiting for the shot.
squishy, meaty human bag inside.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, I just don't have a shot, do I? He's miles away from the action. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Receiving you.
Maybe I can stand in that water.
Sensors locked on.
But either way, If he wants to just sit there, then that's fine with me.
Target acquired.
I can just keep dumping missiles on him till he's dead. And my 2 striker buddies can help me. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Stand in the forest tile. That way, if I take a PPC hit,
Awaiting orders.
it will not be able to rip my head off.
Keeping it cool.
Alright, that's it. Mission complete. Oh, he's come around the corner.
Commander.
He could have had a good shot on the archer there.
Location confirmed.
Splosh. There's perfect position in the water for my missile boat.
Got a lock.
And since he's fired a shot, now he is, of course, fully vulnerable to this.
I just want to give him the big bubble.
Oof, oof. I think the strikers might get him now. Well, they both got LRM 10s, I think. That's 40 damage, that is enough. Although aiming for the arm is not really helping. Ah, that's 2 engine crits. Yeah, the other striker might get him. Although it's backing away for some reason. Why? Why? Ah, it doesn't matter. Your mercenary fought well. But know that this has only just begun. For every one that falls, 10 more shall take his place. Hashtag Imperial Guard.
Mission successful.
Seriously, that's not an inspiring war cry. We'll beat you with numbers, yeah! There's the war cry of the talented tactician. There is no problem that can't be solved without wave after wave of my own men. Nice. I'll have that. It's actually a great piece of kit. There's nothing else here that I really want. High grade flamers. Nope. Give me the Battlemaster. Nice. That puts me pretty close to finishing a Battlemaster now. I think. We'll do a quick inventory and see where we are. I certainly wouldn't mind a Battlemaster. It's a good piece of kit. Although it does depend on which one you get. War salvage. A stalker piece, okay. An interesting little SRM. Another stalker piece. Not bad at all. Commander Edmon, the beacon of hope. You can hope all they want. I'm in it for the money. I'll just be as mercenary as possible. Not that you can be. Okay, they locked her away. Sweet. Now this is where the story missions start to get interesting. Because the expectation is going to start to be that I have assault mechs. Which, I only have one assault mech, really. And facing off against a wall of BTR assault mechs is not high on my list of things that I think is going to be easy. Ooh, light AC2s. Although not necessarily like the greatest thing for what I'm using right now. But still, on a light mech build, that can be actually quite interesting. There would have been a time that I would have killed for these back in the days when I was using the blackjack. Alright, well, there's nothing in the store.
Commander on deck.
Let's go to the nearby black market world and spend some of this delicious money.
Job's done, Commander.
New flashpoint added in the Adrar system. That's going to be the next story mission. And that's where we're going to be going next time. But for now, let's pay a little visit to the shop and see what we can get our hands on. And do a little bit of inventory.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
A DHS kit would be nice. For my grasshopper. What do we got? Champion. A Mark II rifleman would be lovely. Sadly, it's only got 2 ballistic hardpoints, which is kind of sad. The Jaeger's is better for auto cannons. The dreaded small cockpit. Very risky to use the small cockpit. Good for a light mech. I'll buy that. This seems to be a world that has all the autocannon goodies.
Dr. Barat, my terminal is on the fritz again. I'm looking at a blue screen with a couple of waving lines.
Have you tried hitting it with something?
Heavy Gorse ammo. You don't really run Gorse for... Don't really run it for doing stab damage, really. Let's check the black market. Ah, more Atlas pieces. Sweet. I must be getting close now. Oh, Hollander. What fun. An LBX-10 Hollander. Cyclops. Ooh, an Ultra AC5.
New
I
weapon
love that.
systems available.
Endo Steel. So rare.
New equipment available.
Heat sinks, I love them too. Okay, there's also 4 longbow pieces here, which is the ultimate fire support mech. Rifleman 2, longbow, and Cyclops. Am I close to finishing any of them?
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
That's what I need to know. Atlas parts 6, 7, 8, 9. So I only need 3 more. Rifleman Mark II. Whoa, hang on. 2, 5, 9. I am actually only 3 parts away from a Cyclops. I'm definitely miles away from finishing a Rifleman. I could build a Cyclops. The Q. Which is... The Q is the one that's got, that's got tons of missile hardpoints, but doesn't have any support capability. It's the one that's just been redesigned as a brawler. I thought the Z was supposed to have a computer. But this one's a retrofit as well. Oh yeah, it's been retrofitted with an AC-20. The Cyclops available here are not the ones that have a tactical computer.
New equipment available.
Do I have... What parts have I got?
Hey, Commander. Be with you in a second.
Quirk or not, I mean, a mech with 7 missile slots makes an amazing SRM boat. Is this the one? Oh man, I wish I knew. Is this the one that comes with the battle computer? Because apparently it's not the Z. Man, I am like... I think from the hardpoint loadout that this is the one that actually has the computer, which improves initiative for your whole lance. But you know what? I think we're gonna build the missile one. What the hell? What the hell? We're gonna run a Cyclops that's not actually got the that's not got the quirk. But with 7 missile hard points, I think we can make quite the nasty SRM boat. So and speaking of brawlers, how much to get Endo in here? It's still awaiting its DHS though. Okay, I get 3.5 tons. That leaves me with 5 slots. Could free up slots as well by installing XL-sized machine gun cans, although they are a bit tonnage inefficient. Or taking the leg reinforcements out. Okay, I don't want to spend the money on it right now because
511. Expected approach time 41.
because it needs DHS.
Acknowledge. Approach time 41.
There's no point in investing such a huge amount of money into the Grasshopper and one of my Endo Steels if I can't find a DHS kit to actually make it combat capable.
Hello, Commander. Good to see you.
Well, you know, I was hoping to build an Atlas, but I ended up building a where's this place, Adrar? I ended up building a Cyclops instead. It would finally be nice to break out the high-grade SRMs. That's not it. Where's that flashpoint? Why is Tyler in there? No. what was it? Was it Adrar, maybe? Oh, it's just joint venture. Never mind. The flashpoint that we saw is not a story one.
Roger that, Commander. Course
That means
fine.
that I might.
I've got the financial report.
That means that I might actually be forced to do a non-story flashpoint to clear the flashpoint queue. If it doesn't appear in the next few days. Oh!
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
A flashpoint just cleared itself. Commando, Hollander, Urban Mech. I won't necessarily be buying a double heatsink kit if I see one, because I don't quite have the money.
New equipment available.
Well, I do. I mean, it's
Always
between
keep an eye.
4.5 and between 4.5 and 5 million for a DHS kit.
Darkness.
I don't want
Got a couple of blackout drunk neck warriors stumbling around in hydroponics.
to. I don't want to cut it too close to the bone, as it were.
Before they break something.
By your command.
All right, let's see if the story one. There we go. Itchrom.
Yeah. All right. I'm on it.
There she is. There she blows. There she blows.
Calculating course now, Commander.
The Cyclops won't be ready in time. Unless we just sit there and work on it before the mission. We could do that. It might be fun to actually play with a mech that's, you know, something a little bit different from what we've been using. It was not my intention to build an SRM boat, but one just kind of fell into my lap, so why not, right? Okay. I think this mission's actually quite easy, if I remember correctly. Well, we'll see how true that is. Oh wow, ER large lasers. They're quite rare. And some light SRM 6s. Which might be quite interesting. Okay, alright, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time, we'll get the Cyclops ready and then we'll hit this mission, because why not? So I will see you then.